Hi, I'm Greg Forzani, and this is another one of my Don't Miss the Point of Business videos. And as I'm heading out to, sometimes in the summer I head out to the lake and work from there. And it's a lake I've been going to for years, since I was a little kid. And there's two towns, and the two towns are about 4 kilometers apart from each other. Well, this story is a tale of two businesses, business number one and business number two. Now, I want you to, as you're listening to this story, which is a real story, by the way, as you're listening to the story, I want you to look in the mirror and think about, are you business number one or are you business number two? Because depending which business you think you are, this could dictate the fate of where you may end up with your business. So the story goes like this. There's two towns, and we'll call them Town A and Town B. And they're 4 kilometers apart. And there's a business, and we'll call it business number one, and it's a grocery business. And business number one has a grocery store in Town A. And it's a store about 5,000 square feet, does really well. And both Town A and Town B buy from both Town A and Town B buy from business number one, the grocery store. And it draws all the people. Well, as these two towns gain population over the years, business does better and better and better, and decides to open a second location in Town B. So now business number one has a location in Town A and Town B, and is doing very, very, very well. However, as it's doing well through the years, it's making no upgrades, no changes, no advancements, doesn't update the store to make it look better. Now there's these two grocery stores in these two towns, and over a period of about 20 years, family business passed down. It's looking pretty run down. Product mix is okay. Fixtures are kind of a little dodgy. Place is kind of always dirty. And they're not keeping up with the times. Their customer service is lacking a bit, but they're the only two grocery stores in the whole area, both towns. So business number two comes along and says to business number one owner, I'd like to buy your business because I think I can take it to another level. It needs some upgrading and new business philosophies, and it needs to look better, expanded product mix as the towns are growing. And business owner number one says, no. I've been doing this for 20 years. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing really well. I'm making money. There's no need for change. So business number two opens his own location, and he opens like a 6,000 foot location in Town B. And within a very short period of time, and I mean less than a year, business number two in Town B puts business number one in Town B out of business, because it's newer, fresher, better customer service, learned how to run the business better, all those things. Well, it didn't take another 2 years, or less than 2 years, I believe, for business number two to then affect business number one in Town A. So over about between a 2.5 and 3 year window, business number two, by doing a much better job than business number one, and growing and putting processes in place and training staff and doing all those things, their grocery store put business number one out of business. And this is a business number one had been around for 30 years, as long as I can remember when I was a little kid, maybe longer. So now business number one's gone, got nothing for their business, had to go bankrupt, has 2 empty buildings they had to fire sale and get rid of, and business number two is thriving, and now they're the only game in town in 2 towns, and they're doing unbelievably well. So in business, you can't miss the point. It's not about relying on your old laurels and the way things always used to be and used to be great. You got to keep up with the times. You got to advance, you got to get better, you got to learn, you got to grow, and if you're not, you might be in trouble. So think about, are you business number one or business number two? And take a hard look in the mirror, and don't kid yourself, and make a decision what you need to do.